2025 Albany County Planning Board meeting to order. It is approximately 9:05. Okay. Jeff is here. Amy's here. Tayshawn is here. Brian's here. We meet our quorum requirements. Do any of the board members need to recuse themselves from any cases today?
No.
No, none being offered, so we move on. Meeting minutes, September 25. Brian, Amy, and Jeff, and Tayshawn. We need 3 of these people to vote on last month's meeting. Any questions or changes requested for the minutes? We have a motion. Okay. Okay, we're good. Now, could we get a motion to move all the referrals with staff opinion of defer to local consideration to the front of the agenda and vote on them as a group?
I motion.
Yes.
Agree. So moved. Okay. All right, case number 1. Project name, ordinance 3.41.25, applicant's name, City of Albany Common Council. Referring agency, the City of Albany Legislative Board. Considerations, amendment of ordinance 3.41.25 that updates the City of Albany's entertainment and licensing provisions. And staff opinion is defer to local consideration. Next project. Conversion at 45 First Street. Applicant's name, Wally Evora, Albany Properties LLC. Project location, 45 First Street. Referring agency, City of Albany Planning Board. Considerations, special use permit for the conversion of an existing townhouse containing 1 dwelling unit to a townhouse containing 2 dwelling units. Again, staff opinion is defer to local consideration. Next case, barn restoration. Applicant's name is Mark and Michelle Dorsey. Project location, 880 Bridge Street. Referring agency, the Town of Queens Planning / Zoning Board. Considerations, rezoning / appeal of zoning code to renovate an existing barn with non-structural modification to host events. Again, staff opinion is defer to local consideration. Next case, project name, adoption of local law, Town of Queens zoning code. Applicant's name, Town of Queens. Location is the Town of Queens. Referring agency is the Town of Queens Legislative Board. Consideration, amendment of the zoning code with an addition of new definition for transportation, terminal, agricultural related. In the zoning code as agriculture related transportation terminal that is permitted as an accessory use in the town's residential and agricultural R-A district. Staff opinion is defer to local consideration. Next project, Ali subdivision. Applicant's name, Shahad Ali. Project location, 4 Kirkner Lane. Referring agency, Town of Colony Zoning Board of Appeals. Consideration, an area variance for minor subdivision of property consisting existing single family dwelling and detached ADU into 2 lots for flexible use. Staff opinion is defer to local consideration. Next project, Rogotsky minor subdivision. Applicant's name is Corey Rogotsky. Project location is 584 Middle Road. And that's in the Town of Knox. Referring agency, Town of Knox Planning Board. Consideration, a minor subdivision of 27.02 acres into 17.82 acre and a 10.2 acre parcel. Okay. Staff opinion is defer to local consideration, but this case does have an advisory note. Because it's on Middle Road and that's a county road, any future development of proposed lot two consisting of 10.2 acres will require highway work permit from the Albany County Department of Public Works for driveway construction, drainage, and public utility connections within the county right of way. Next case. Regrading of parking lot. Applicant's name is Pete Rossi. Project location, 28 South Main Street. Referring agency, the Village of Mooresville Planning Board. Consideration, site plan review to regrade and elevate existing parking lot to provide vehicular access and improve drainage. Staff opinion is defer to local consideration.
We have guests here who are here for the barn restoration project.
Yep.
Mark and Michelle Dorsey. Do you have any comments or anything to share with the board and concerns?
I guess I'm kind of, why would they refer? It's just gonna be referred back to them. Is there ever like a detailed
Well, the
explanation?
the
why they're-
reason it's referred to us is because it's within 500 feet of the intermunicipal boundaries of town of Bethlehem, which triggers the GML 239 review, which is why it was referred to us.
We own it though.
Yes, but if any kind of development proposal, minor or major, should be referred to us according to the GML, the general municipal law of New York State. So we're reviewing it to see if there's any countywide or intermunicipal impact, and there is none, which is why we're deferring it to local consideration.
Okay.
So there are no issues or anything from our end.
It works in your favor.
It's a procedural.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good for you.
I mean, I think I get what you're saying. It's like an extra step that you feel like isn't necessary. But I mean, theoretically, it's a quick in and out for you through the board. I mean,
Yeah,
it hits our desk and it goes away.
so it seems like they refer everything to you guys because they can't make a decision on their own.
No, it's
Okay.
not, they cannot make the decision on their own, it's just a procedure of it. It just triggers the New York State's general municipal law 230, section 239, because it is within 5 feet of the town of Bethlehem's municipal boundary.
Right.
Yeah.
It's already an existing building. We own the whole parcel on both sides of the property line.
Yeah.
The town line. And it's just a building. I don't understand why it would trigger to come to you guys. Even though it's a good thing for us, like, I get all that.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be leaving with more of a substantial,
Right.
the county is on board with what you're doing,
Mhm.
because it's just starting December. Here we are,
Yeah,
almost a year
well,
later,
we
and we're no
have
further
some
ahead with,
on our end, but it's just a procedural thing.
Yeah.
Any minor or major development triggers the
Yeah.
GML 239.
I think we're required to be stewards of like the overall countywide zoning, land use codes, things like that, so it just has to pass the review.
Yeah.
Even if, I understand. It's, yeah, way back,
I-
you're like, let's get on with it.
we can go through this since December.
Yeah.
And we're no further ahead, with no direction at all from anybody.
If they still deny it, then we need to. And if you see nothing wrong with it, I mean, because I've been going to these meetings and it doesn't sound. It's just very difficult because there are two towns. So town of Bethlehem is 100% supportive of what I want to do. And the entryway is in town of Bethlehem. The road is in the town of Bethlehem. We're saying it's going to affect traffic, but literally the entire like half-mile entryway is Bethlehem, is not Queens. And they're like, we never heard of agritourism, and like what we want to do falls under that. Where Bethlehem is all about that. They love farms, they love agritourism, they want to buy farms, and if this property line was just a little bit over here, I would have no problem at all. But if they deny me, then like I actually hired an attorney and he thinks that they will. Like, what's the next step after that? I don't want to have to go to like court over this. I feel like, can they just move my line?
Well,
We really don't have
I-
that oversight on it. The only reason you're here is you're straddling the town line.
Okay,
That's why you're here. I had the same situation on my family farm. I wanted to give land to my sons so we could build a house. It comes before this planning board. It's a simple subdivision. So I have to recuse myself when I'm here and did, But then it's just a simple, it's just simple right through. It goes back to where I live, the town of Vernon. They do whatever they do with their subdivision process. This is the same thing. This is, for you, this is an approval from us.
Yeah, I got all that. I just don't know if it's gonna weigh or make any difference in their eyes. No, it can't hurt us.
No, this covers the bases because you follow the law.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but, I mean, I get it, like, it's like if you, since, I think you said January, so like if you've been going
that's
to,
December.
or December, like.
Yes, we're almost a year now.
Yeah, well,
We work in the market, so we're exempt from a lot of the stuff, right? From secret, from all that stuff. So just, I'm not sure if they're understanding how ag markets actually works in regards to the exemptions against some of the zoning and practices in New York State.
Increments.
Yeah, so it's like, we're fighting an uphill battle with no.
Have you been-
no time.
we're now, we're out of the exception.
We brought them there, explained all this to them, I gave them all the laws, here's the laws, here's what the states, here's everything we have. It's self-explanatory, it's put it in a PowerPoint form as well,
Right.
and every time we go to the meeting, one guy's like, I'm not sure why you'd have a wedding with cows. Did you read anything we give you, sir? You kind of read.
I
it, we did.
sense your frustration, but we can't really help you.
No, yeah, okay, I just thought I'd had like I was leaving the steak dinner. You're saying like, kind of like, okay, you know, refer it back to them, okay?
I think seeking your own outside counsel was a good move, and they'll probably be best.
They're lost, they're lost for once, yeah. Yeah. All right, yeah, back wasting more of your time. I don't need this anymore. I can't even read it, to tell you the truth. I can't see it. We have this here, so
Thank you.
we're good then?
We still have to
So, but
Yeah. we'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
with big smiley faces.
Okay, that's the end of our defer cases. We need a motion to accept them all as a group and vote on them.
I make a motion.
Second. All right.
Are we all in favor of defer? Is everybody still in? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna get in between the two.
Okay. Now on to our first modified case. Next project. National Grid Normanskill GRS Facility Upgrades. Applicant's name is Eastern Gas Transmission and Storage, Inc. F/K/A Dominion Transportation, Inc. Project location is 55 Mill Road in the city of Albany, and referring agency is the City of Albany Planning Board. Consideration, site plan review to replace it and upgrade an existing section of TL 470 pipeline. Staff opinion, modify local approval to include, note number 1, notification of the application should be sent to the town of Bethlehem, including all required notices pursuant to GML 239-NN. Have any questions or concerns from the board? Nope.
No, this is basically just essentially a maintenance thing.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Make the motion.
There's a motion.
Second.
We're all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next case. Project name. Stewart Shops. Applicant, Stewart's Shop Court. Project location 340 and 342 North Mohawk Street. Referring agency, City of Cohoes Planning Board. Consideration, special use permit and site plan review to demolish the existing LePage's Market at 342 Mohawk Street for the construction of a Stewart Shop, a self-service gasoline with the convenience shop. Staff opinion is modify local approval to include, note number 1, review by the Office of Parks and Recreation and Historic Preservation for the potential impacts on archaeological and historic resources should be required. Note number 2, review by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation to determine potential jurisdiction under bulk petroleum storage regulations, and that the underground storage tank UST systems meet both state 6 NYCRR Part 613 and federal 40 CFR 280 regulations should be required. There's also an advisory note with this project. Guys are just
I have a question. They're putting in pumps in downtown Cohoes. And our previous reviews of the mini mart, we had talked about really putting a note in there about charging stations. And I think we ought to start doing that with Stewart's as well, that they need to start putting charging stations in. If they're gonna be putting new petroleum in, particularly in urban areas, they need to put charging stations in.
I don't know if some of the new ones, they have them. Some of them, not all of them, to that point. like
Yeah,
this-
I would imagine they're fairly progressive on that point, but I think we ought to make a point of it if it's
That's a
not.
good idea. I
You know?
agree.
We added that as an advisory last time. so-
Yes, we did do it last time and we should start doing
I
it
think we should be
because this
consistent
is,
on that.
because they're gonna have the whole site tore up. This is at least
Yeah,
have it ready to go, have it there.
exactly. I mean, when you're ripping
Put
it,
it in, even if you don't put in the chargers. Have the conduits in place and be ready.
I just have one question, but this is purely just a question, which is, the old market that was there was no gas, I'm assuming there at the time, right?
No.
Okay.
We have Sharon from City of Cohoes attend this meeting. So Sharon, I don't know if you have any questions or comments or any of her recommendations.
No, I mean, there is no gas there now. It's just a family market that's there, and the gentleman's looking to retire. And of course, Stewart's came in and made an offer to him. And it was pretty substantial. There is a lot of uproar in the neighborhood with the citizens because of the gas sales.
Mhm.
And because it's so close to the falls and the river and stuff like that. So there is a lot of opposition to this project, so.
Do we have a site plan?
We do.
while she's pulling that up, do you know if there's asbestos on the site?
I do not. There has not been any environmentals as far as I know on this. They just came in and did a preliminary introduction to the planning board. To kind of get the feel of the board and of the
Right.
neighbors in the area, so.
How old is the current building that's there?
It's probably 50 years old. My understanding is that probably 60 years ago, there was a gas station there, and the tanks were emptied and filled with sand. Whether they're still there or not, I do not know. It's going to be up to Stewart's to provide us with that information. Where they're showing the gas pumps on this site plan is where the current LePage's Market is. And then they were going to move the Stewart shop is down to the other end of the property.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Where is that?
yeah.
When they do deliveries to a Stewart's, frequently they come in at 4 a.m. with trucks backing up. How close are they to residential?
Residential is where you see the parking space. You see the gas pumps, and then there's
Right.
like parking spots back there directly behind that wall. There it starts residential. I mean, they're going to be like pretty much abutting each other. really.
Okay.
And then across Manor, when you go looking at Manor to the right, there's some residential houses like right on the corner of Manor and North Mohawk also.
So they're gonna be pretty close. Yeah, I know this
Yes.
has been, a concern with some of the other shops. And I know myself, I live about a half a mile from one, and you can hear the trucks backing up in the wee hours.
Yes.
So
Yep.
it's particularly this is just more of an FYI, but it's particularly of a concern. If you look at the Stewart Shop Mini Mart, the back side of it, what goes on with trucks on the back side is really what I'm talking about. If the loading dock is there, and it looks like it is, then that's going to be a neighborhood nuisance.
Yeah, and actually, if you're looking at the Stewart shops from North Mohawk to the left of that, there
Uh-huh.
you see the little driveway
Yeah.
there. There's a house like
Right there.
right
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and they
they're-
have
they're-
their parking like right there. I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and they're extremely concerned. But a lot of the concern is coming in with one is the noise with the trucks, delivering. The loading dock in the back there is going to be for their deliveries for the store.
Right.
But just being close to the falls and things like that. And it's quite honestly, me looking at this site plan and where they have the gas pumps, because I come down Manor to come to work every day. And that is, to me, it's just going to be a nightmare, because if people are coming down what I call the River Road, do they have to make a right and then a left in to get to the gas pumps?
Mm-hmm.
Then they come out on North Mohawk. But if they continue down North Mohawk and go into that driveway off North Mohawk, is there going to be this whole thing with people trying to get out of Stewart's there? It's just, I don't know. To me, it's not that big of a lot either. So,
Yeah, I mean, so where it looks like the old building was, what was next to it prior to that?
I'm sorry, where the,
So we can see the silhouette of where I guess where the current building is, right, in this
Mhm.
plan? So
Yes.
my question is, next to that, was there anything next to it?
no, it was a parking lot, and he had some picnic tables there because they
Okay.
sold ice cream in the summertime. So they
Yeah.
had some picnic tables on the side of the store so that people could, sit out there and eat their ice cream, and you can see the falls from there.
I mean, so I'm assuming the falls is like some type of water. I'm not familiar with
Yes,
the-
yeah, the Cohoes
It's a big
Falls,
waterfall.
yes. Yep.
Is it right down this street?
Yeah, what side is it on?
It's, it would be the opposite side of where Stewart's is gonna be.
So like
If you go across North Mohawk to the other side on the sidewalk, you can see the falls.
So
Beautiful spot.
it'd be a nice park.
It is.
Be a really nice park.
Yeah, I mean, my concern would be the environmental impacts, which is why I asked about was there it sounds like years ago, there was gas there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But my concern now would be where, disturbing land,
Right.
that could have the environmental impacts on the falls itself.
Mhm.
And you guys know me from a couple votes ago, I'm always with the community if they're not,
I would see this as a major community nuisance, just based on what's going on around it.
and then, we're gonna add the electric, pieces to it, but in this site plan, where would you put it, right? Because, you talk about parking too, so with electric, chargers.
You'd have to put it along the backside.
Yeah, but then when you put trucks there, to your point, like where the loading dock, you're talking about where the loading dock is?
No, you couldn't squeeze it back there. You'd have to put it where, you see where the vertical spaces are?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it'd have
It
to be
would
back
be, you'd
there.
have 2 or 3 spots there.
Yeah.
And
You'd have
they're generally just blank parking spots. You've
Yeah.
got posts and cables where you hook up.
You could do that, but I mean, the way that this is shoved up against a residence and the way that the loading dock is located, and the position of the gas pump so near to the water, it does raise a lot of questions.
Well, and the other part is like, let's say you put, the one stores that I know that has it, they have like 5 or 6 of them, the one on, I think it's Fuller Road,
Mhm.
and they have like 5 or 6 of them, so. Let's say they just, for sake of argument, they put 5 of them, that reduces their parking spots down to how many ever, so now you're
Yeah.
adding another nuisance, which is the parking on the street, which is like another thing, so. I mean. My biggest concern is just the environmental impact. I mean, I know we have the note, so I'm not necessarily requesting that there would be anything additional added, but. If there's no gas station there and there's been no gas station
Well,
there.
I'm sure Stewart's has to deal with this in many of other their sites. Certainly, they have a whole remediation team when they dump fuel somewhere, because my son worked at one and they had a spill and he called them at the middle of the night and everybody shows up.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're on top of this because they're good at this.
I'm less concerned frankly about any, the spill issue and more concerned about the neighborhood nuisance issue, because that's a gift that keeps on giving forever.
Yeah.
As long as the shop is there. And, I don't know if we can put any sort of note on it, but there are ways, and they have agreed to in other towns, to limit the hours of loading and unloading so that they're not doing it at 4 a.m. That, there's mitigation steps that can be taken.
Do you want to add that as an advisory?
Does the hose have some type of ordinance already related
I
to
know
like
it-
noise or something like that?
Yeah, well, usually it doesn't really, it really doesn't.
And this is gonna be Cohos's baby. They'll deal with it
Yeah.
at a local level.
Yeah,
And
just to know.
this doesn't have countywide impact.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's local.
The planning board can, set conditions because they do have to get a special use permit for
Right.
the gas sales on it, and they could set conditions, with the special use permit for limitation of times for deliveries. We did do
Okay.
that with, with a gas station up on Columbia Street, a mobile mart. And then, of course, they pushed the envelope and started having deliveries, at
That's
3,
what
4 in the
happens.
morning. So I had to threaten the guy that I would pull his special use permit and close him down if he didn't do something about it. After talking to him like 5 times. But, I mean, I would hope that stewards would be more, adaptable to, if they set the limits that they would abide by those. So, but I don't know. I don't know if because they said they wanted to do like 5 in the morning to 11 at night for store hours. So,
Well, the store hours are one thing, but the deliveries are another. And
correct.
they don't necessarily track, because they can bring one person and not have the store open, and still have
Correct.
deliveries coming in really early in the morning. And they're just
Mhm.
doing stocking, so the store's not open, so just.
Right.
So I'm wondering I forgot her name, but to Sharon's point and to your point, maybe there could just be like an advisory note, or something similar to what she said, like,
Yeah,
just advising that, in special permit, there should be something related to delivery or something.
to noise impact, due to,
Mhm.
Brian, I saw you write something. Is that for this case or?
No, it's for something else.
Okay, correct. Okay, I'll write something up for the.
Okay.
So we're basically saying we want to limit the delivery time so that it doesn't impact the neighbors.
Yeah.
The city of Cohos should consider limiting
limiting
deliveries and whatever to minimize the
impact.
impact on the
neighbors.
local.
Yeah.
Neighborhoods.
Something to that effect. And then the electrical thing.
So we have 3 advisory notes.
Yep. Sorry.
Was the community opposition just because of the nuisance?
Was there any community opposition, Sharon? None that we received.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Was there any kind of opposition from the public for this proposal?
Oh, yes. Yep. I probably had, I'm gonna say 30 people anyways at the meeting. A lot of them got up and spoke. It's all in the minutes. I received phone calls and emails. There was only, one person who does not live in the area that said, let them go for it. But anyone in the neighborhood up Manor Ave, North Mohawk, North Reservoir Street, which is directly behind where this is going to be, they all spoke in opposition. One, because of the gas, the noise, the traffic impacts, the lighting from the store being
Yeah,
open,
that's the
the
other
lighting
reason.
for the canopy. Because there's going to be a canopy over the gas pumps and stuff. Impact on visuals to the falls, because people directly behind here, they have their backyards that they can sit in and they can actually see the falls. So there's going to be impacts to them with the canopies and, the higher, where the building is going to be placed, a higher building than what LePage's is right now. So I can send you the minutes of the meeting, which pretty much verbatim gives all the public comments on it.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. Questions, comments from the board?
Yeah, I mean. It's a site plan review, we're looking at the site plan itself. I mean, me personally, do I have
Yeah,
hesitations? Sure.
yeah.
I mean, and that, for the record, I hear the community's opinion, right? Like, it makes a lot of sense, especially because for 60 years, there was nothing but a small mom and pop business there
Right,
that,
it only operated regular hours.
you know what I mean? So like, I guess I want to highlight, if any community person and host watching this, that would recognize the significant impact this will have if it proceeds through. But I think our purpose of this is just to look at the site plan and make sure that everything, I guess, makes sense. But for me, at least from my perspective, I hear the community's thoughts and my concern about the environmental part wasn't necessarily about the gas spill itself or like once they put the pumps in, but like once you start digging and you start adding gas lines and all of those things, we started talking about a different.
Yeah.
You
That's true.
And again, 50, 60 years ago, now the gas tanks are there, but they're filled with sand. It hasn't been a thing. It's across the street from the falls. We don't know what the environment is.
We don't even know what the leakage is coming out of that.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on, but
So,
if we had a note, I mean, is it within our brief to add a note that basically calls out concerns relative to, noise, traffic and lighting?
We could put that as an advisory.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think that I'd be happy with
yeah,
that.
me too, because I think that just, again, it's just a site plan, like we're not.
Should craft one advisory note mentioning all those concerns.
Yes,
Yeah, limiting the delivery time, noise, visual impacts.
Yeah,
And the light canopy.
yeah.
and traffic patterns. Cause it looks like a real nightmare.
Read it for me.
The traffic concerns.
Traffic patterns, yeah. Because of what Sharon was talking about. I mean, you're gonna have people coming at this from all different directions. And you've got tourists coming down to look at the falls, so.
So I'm gonna tie this all into saying that the public opposition should be, or the public concern should be addressed.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you need or want copies of those, of the public opposition, or?
No, I think if we had received them prior to this board meeting, the members probably would take some time to look at it, but at this point, I
Okay.
think we understand what their concerns are. So I
Okay.
think we're good.
All right,
With that advisory, I did
Is that a motion?
the motion.
Second, with the notes.
I concur. Next, modified pay. Project name, auto repair shop. Applicant's name is Dennis McDermott Jr. Project location 579 County Route 1. Referring agency is the town of Webster / Planning Board. Considerations, a special use permit for an existing garage to serve as a small automobile repair / garage. Staff opinion, modified local approval to include the applicant. Yes, note number one, the applicant should ensure adequate parking is available for the commercial use and a highway work permit / review is required from the Albany County Department of Public Works due to the proposed change from single family residential to commercial use. And we also have advisory note. Number one, any potential contamination from products, including various automotive fluids, fuel and materials containing heavy metals used in the repair shop should be carefully evaluated and preventative measures should be implemented to protect the property. Yeah. He should store his stuff properly.
Yeah.
And because I live up there and had driven past Mr. McDermott's house. He's a guy that's got a couple motorcycles. He works on them diligently. They shine. But now he's retired and he wants to do something else.
What you're telling me, it's not 22 acres of junk cars.
No, it is a very, very nice single family house.
Okay.
And he really loves his stuff. So if he worked on your car, I bet you he'd be good.
Yeah.
But he should follow the rules like everybody
Yeah.
else. Anybody with a motion to accept staff opinion?
Second.
All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Those for this month's cases. Okay. Unfinished business. The Albany County, new business. The Albany County Planning Board is looking for a new member. Please let Topeka know if you know anyone who might be interested. Ideally, we need someone with a planning and or zoning familiarity. Next, B, new business. The Albany County Planning Board will meet again on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. And the deadline for municipalities to submit referral items for review will be on Monday, November 10th.
And it's gonna be a 9 AM start here.
No,
Is it
that's
Thursday?
our new business next.
Oh.
We get to discuss when
Oh.
you want to meet,
Okay.
and it doesn't have to be at 9 AM. It probably will not be.
I'm hearing an opinion.
Yes, you are.
I've been up since 4:45. I don't know what your problem is.
I'm 71 and I get up early. I don't get up early to come to Albany. So.
Yeah, I mean, time wise, I'd prefer after, I mean, what time would it be?
So 3:30 in the afternoon is when we typically had our meeting in the
Mhm.
past, so it's up to the board if you want to go back to 3:30 or later in the day, like 5, it's up to the board.
Don't want to do it. 3:30 is fine.
It's fine.
Be available. On Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so,
mean, could we do a 3? So it's like, right?
Evening has a lot of legislative meetings, so that's just kind of, if any members of the public want to do attend vote, the legislature meets in their committees in the evening at 5.
Oh, okay.
So we can do 3 or 3:30, it's up to the
I
board.
would prefer 3:30. My
3:30.
schedule.
Would be better.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just concerned about, running over, but I'm fine.
So we'll move it back to 3:30 then.
Yeah, 3:30.
3:30.
Here.
Cahill Road.
Okay.
It's not.
We should confirm that because it does affect the legislative meetings that start right at 5. So
Oh,
we
okay.
should confirm
Yeah,
where it's to be held, but
Yeah.
there's somewhere in the building.
Okay.
because sometimes our board meetings go over 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why,
We've been, some of our.
Worst case 6.
5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, so we will be in this building, but more information regarding which floor, the location of the room will be released shortly.
And I guess I'll bring this up now. I think, for the record, if we could have those details well in advance, or if there are any changes, if we could have those well in advance, because all of us as board members are volunteers
Mhm.
and our schedule change.
Yeah.
And some of us are busier than others and whatever, so, just more efficient planning would be,
Yeah, with the change in the time and stuff, the date was a real issue for me too.
yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, because of those changes, we had to follow the open meetings law and provide enough notice to the public. So that's why we had to push our meeting twice. And I thank everybody for your patience. But going forward, I will notify everybody as soon as I have the information.
Okay,
Okay,
did we get a meeting or a motion to adjourn today's meeting?
Motion.
Zach? I concur. Meeting is adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Did you need our
Thank
new
you
planning
all.
team staff? Not yet? Why don't you introduce yourselves? We have 2 new staff members that just joined the team in the last couple of weeks and actually